Delilah. I know it's been hard for you to leave your home, everything, and come way out here. 160 acres of land. It's a lot of land. And a house included on it. I've been thinking, might get active in the state here. You know, I always did want to get into politics. Who knows? I might even run for office someday. Senator, maybe. How would that be?
You'd be good at that, George. September 18th, 1869. Whenever I am disheartened, I think how good it will be to be prosperous again. After the hard years in Pennsylvania, such thoughts do lift my spirits wondrously. Have heard much about the vastness of the prairie, yet it exceeds even my expectations. Today will mark our 73rd day on the trail. Am sustained by the thought of the house which awaits us. September 20th. Today we saw our new home. It's not quite what George and I expected. Thought occurs to me, why did the earlier homesteaders move on? October 20th. Lord knows we've never feared hard work, but here it seems unending.
These ain't much, but I got 2 of them. Maybe you can make some dumplings with them.
Caroline, get in and get yourself fixed. Alice! Alice! Ned, come put some shoes on.
It's my wife, Delilah. Delilah, I'd like to meet the Polk family. They live about 6 miles north of us up here.
How'd you do? You're the first folks we've seen out here.
I see you folks coming around this country.
Mrs. Polk, would you like to come into the house? Caroline, you watch these little children now.
Oh, you fixed it up so nice.
I find it hard to keep things clean, what with the dirt sifting down all the time.
And look at this lovely flowered carpet.
That was my mother's. She gave it to us for a wedding present.
Did you know that you and me are the only 2 women within 10 miles around here? Mrs. Pierce, she died of the cholera. Mrs. Higgins, her husband just couldn't make a go of it, so they had to move on. And poor Mrs. Delman, the wind has just simply driven that woman batty. She just can't stand to hear the wind. And her husband has to tie her up to keep her from wandering off and getting lost.
Hey, Eugene, wait up! Boy, you sure can run.
These were my mother's cups.
They're real china, ain't they?
This is real coffee. I ain't had no real coffee in a long time.
I make mine out of scorched meal and molasses.
Leroy here has asked me to go with him this afternoon and help him out.
Well, Abner Pierce's wife died, and he went back east after another. Saw smoke coming out of the chimney a couple times, and I think we ought to go over and pay whoever it is a friendly visit and ask them to move out. If they don't, we've got a claim jumper on our hands.
Would that be all right with you, Delilah?
I reckon so.
Bye. Eugene, you take care of things now. Bye.
Bye.
Ma, I thought Pa said there weren't any Indians around here.
He did, but I'll feel better this way.
Shouldn't Pa be back by now?
You go to bed now, Caroline.
Only thou art holy, there is none beside thee, perfect in power, in love and glory.
Oh.
That must be Papa. Caroline, take these children back in the house.
Sorry, Miss Fowler. A claim jumper shot him. Didn't even have a chance. He just shot him. Never asked no questions.
Lord, what am I gonna do? Lord, dear God.
Be all right.
Tired of eating this mush.
Hush. Eugene, you better eat something.
I don't see how I can help you.
But all we want is enough money to get back east on.
The U.S. government don't buy land back from settlers.
But wouldn't somebody else buy?
I don't see how they would when the U.S. government giving land away for free.
But my pa said that once they put the railroad through, that the land would be worth a lot.
Yes, it would be worth a lot, but they ain't putting the railroad through down there. They're putting it away up north.
November 30th. There's a man who goes around challenging people to foot races. Mr. Pope thought Eugene might have a good chance of beating him.
If there's ever anything I can do to help you, let me know. I'm betting on your boy to win this race today.
Okay, fellas, let's place some bets here. For the challenger in this hat and against the challenger in this hat.
I'm betting on the challenger. Saw him running 2 years ago and can't nobody beat him.
Me too, on the challenger.
What about you, Al?
I'm betting on the challenger.
I'm not betting today. My brothers wouldn't give me no money. I'm betting against the challenger.
Me too, on Fowler boy.
You're gonna lose.
Is there any other bets?
Yeah, how much you got?
Almost $12.
It ain't hardly worth coming out here for.
Hey, get ready for the start.
Hey, boy. You always run like that?
Well, I'm getting kind of old for this business anymore. And it just seems like lately I've lost more than what I've won. And I take good care of the boy. I watch after him, manage him, kind of take him around. Well, if he was to keep running like he run today, I could promise you he'd come home with $100 in his pocket anyhow. I'd get him back to spring planting time. Be one less mouth to have to feed.
Ma, I want some more.
That's all you can have right now, Ned.
I'm still hungry. The
child
hurt
her hand.
her hand.
I love
I love
the mountain
home.
home.
You were.
Who is it?
John Crawford.
Mr. Crawford, come on in.
Howdy.
It's getting cold.
Yes. We butchered our hog, and we thought maybe you could use some fresh pork.
Well, we sure can. Come on in and get warm. It's awful nice of you to bring this all the way over here to us. Sure will be good to have some meat again. Won't you sit down?
I've been worried about you and these kids here alone with winter coming on. And me and my brother have had bad luck with our farming, and there's no way we can stay here during the winter. So we're going in town, try to get jobs, and come spring we'll come back and start all over again. I was wondering if you'd be interested in going with us. I'm kind of lonesome since My wife died 5 years ago. I would treat your children just like I would if they were my own.
Mr. Crawford, I don't intend to stay out here. I'm waiting for my boy, and as soon as he gets here, we're going back east where we came from. January 4th. Today, Ned, Alice, and Caroline collected buffalo chips for fuel. There's no more wood or corn cobs, and we must somehow keep ourselves warm.
Ma, it's not raining outside. Why is it raining in here?
Because the sod holds the water for a long time.
Alice? Alice, come look. No. Come look. No. Ma, tell Ned to leave me alone. Ned? Oh!
February 15th. Had to break ice to get water today. I feel myself losing strength of body and mind.
Ma? Ma?
Why, Lord, Mrs. Fowler, how did you get over here? You don't mean to tell me you walked all this way. You go on in the house and get warm, and I'll be in just as soon as I finish milking this cow.
Mrs. Polk, would you give me some food for my carpet?
Well, Mrs. Fowler, you don't have to do that. You know that you can have anything I've got. We should have come over to see you, but we've been so sick, and the wagon's been broke down all winter. Leroy just got it fixed yesterday. And today, he made a trip into town to get supplies for the spring planting. You know, spring will be here soon.
Spring? April 15th. Eugene says that in all the places he traveled, he never saw land and skies like they have out here in Kansas. Have not traveled as far as Eugene, but I do believe he may be right. April 21st. Went into town today. With Eugene's money, we bought a cow, some chickens, and some seed. Mr. Polk is going to help us with our spring planting. We have decided, with God's help, to make our home in Kansas.